it's Shara. Thanks for stopping by. I am here with Boaz and I want to do a drinking wet with him. I have a bottle of water and I also wanted to do the All About Mommy tag by my Reborn Nursery. And first I wanted to thank everyone who sent me birthday wishes and comments. That was so lovely. I was overwhelmed with the response for my birthday. You guys were wonderful, made it just a wonderful day. My son was so sweet. He left for work at about 6:30 and I woke up later that morning and he had left me coffee and a donut, and I had a little apple pie with a candle in it, and he gave me a beautiful pair of, they're called camping shoes or camping slippers, and oh, they're so comfortable. We are going to get Sweet Boaz started on his bottle. He is wearing his farm outfit. It's so cute on him, and he has a fresh Pampers size P2. I finally got the P2 diapers, and so he will be able to take this bottle and I'll be able to change his diaper. So all right, and then I will do the tag. I have the questions right here. All right, so let's get going. Are you ready, mister? Are you ready to take this bottle? Oh, you're such a good boy. Yes, you are. Oh, this bottle is a ma'am, and it's got a really tiny little nipple. It goes in so perfectly, and it looks like it's working. Okay, so the first question is, how did you start collecting Reborns? Well, I think I've told the story before that I did collect Reborns back in the early 2000s, around 2003, maybe 2002. And that's when they were dolls from the toy store, and they were stripped and painted, and sometimes they had a wig on, sometimes they had rooted hair, but it wasn't anything like today. I just didn't have time for hobbies, so I had them for a couple of years, but as my daughter got older and less interested in dolls and kind of, you know, walking away from the dolls, I think I gave them to some little girls that went to the school I worked at. It wasn't until about 15 months ago I was so sad that I couldn't go to New Zealand and Australia. I was really having some anxiety, and I thought, you know, I want to hold a baby. And so I started looking at Ashton Drake, and then I happened to just look at Reborns. I knew what they were, and I figured they were still around. And oh my goodness, I was blown away at the kits that came out, and it was no longer dolls that were just taken apart, and it was sculpted kits, and I was just, that was it, I was hooked. So that's how I got into how I'm collecting now, and I definitely have time for a hobby, and I have a desire, and I feel like I have a need for a hobby, so it all just seemed to work out. Are you taking this? I don't know if you're getting anything. Oh yeah, you are. There's bubbles. Next question is, do I have any other hobbies? Well, I used to do adult coloring before, and that was another reason I started with the dolls, is it was getting harder and harder for me to do adult coloring, and my hand was so bad just because it gets overused, because I don't use my right hand much, and anyway, so I had to stop coloring, and that's when I started collecting dolls. And so no, I don't have any other hobbies other than traveling to New Zealand when I can to see my grandkids and my daughter. What is your dream vacation? Well, that is going to New Zealand and Australia to see my kids and grandkids. But I do dream of going to Europe. I've not been to Europe before, and I feel like I missed my opportunity when I was young and in the army. But I would like to go to Europe. I've been to Japan. I've been to Mexico, and I'd really like to go to Europe. It would be wonderful, and I have several friends there, and it would be wonderful to go meet up with them, and so it's definitely something I've thought about. All right, next is, would you rather shop for yourself or your babies? Well, that's 100% my babies. I don't like to buy myself anything other than babies. I like to buy for my kids. I like to buy for my friends. I like to buy for my babies, real babies, my reborn babies, my dogs, everyone except for myself. What is your perfect Saturday night? A, going out, B, having friends over, or C, cuddling up and watching a movie? I think it all depends on the night. It says Saturday night, but Saturday nights are different. I would love to go out. I like to go out to the movies. I haven't been out in a long time because of COVID, but occasionally I do like to go out. I love having friends over. And I also love cuddling up and watching a movie, and that could be cuddling up all by myself with a baby, or it could be cuddling up with one of my grandkids. So I really like all three. Do you have any pets? Yes, we do. We have 2 dogs, Pixie and Bailey. They were both rescued. They were both found at my school that I worked at. Pixie was about 3 months old, and then Bailey was about 6 weeks old, and she was running loose in the rain, loaded with fleas. At the time, we had our big boy Max, who went to sleep for his long nap last May in 2021. That was very difficult. We had Max since he was 11 days old, and he had been abandoned at birth, so he was completely, a part of our family. They all 3 are, but they all just got along so well, and they're color coordinated. And Max was in the middle, but the 2 little dogs at the end ruled the roost. We're 1 year apart from each other. Pixie will be 15, Max would have been 14, and Bailey will be 13. And Pixie's all white, and Bailey's all brown, and Max was a combination of, or sort of tan, and Max is a mix of white and tan. It was pretty funny that they were color coordinated. That wasn't on purpose. But he instantly buddied up with the little tiny doggy. We call her little doggy, and kept her warm, and until he no longer was with us, she slept right by his side every day, and so he would keep her warm. It was pretty amazing, the bond that they all had. And Pixie and Bailey get along really well, and they're very sweet dogs. They have a lot of life still in them. They've always been healthy, well taken care of, and little dogs live a long time, so that's very nice. And what is my favorite music? Well, I like all music. I've been more of a rock and roll girl than a pop girl, but I like pop rock as well. But I think if I had to pick, it would be 70s music or 80s music. I graduated high school in 1985, but my aunt, who was more like my sister, was 5 years older, and so she was more of the 70s, and I was the 80s, so I have a love for both of them. And but I can listen to anything. I went through a period where I listened to country, right about the time that Garth Brooks came on the scene, and Billy Ray Cyrus was doing Achy Breaky Heart. I was listening to music then in the mid 90s, but I don't listen to country much anymore. If I'm going to put on something, it'll be usually 70s or 80s music. So I can listen to most anything. Am I a country or a city girl? Well, considering I've never lived in the country, I've lived in the suburbs, and I did live in the suburbs where it was a little more rural. We had houses that had horses. We had a bigger property. It was still a suburb. It wasn't the country at all. California doesn't really have the country anywhere, at least not in Southern California. There's no wide open spaces in California. But I've always been more of a city person. Just having been born and raised in California, I think, we're just used to having freeways and lots of people and lots of cars and lots of shops and, malls and, just lots of everything, lots of people. So I would say a city girl. What is a secret about yourself? This is a terrible question. I don't want to tell a secret about myself. I don't think I could tell a secret about myself. There's a reason that it's a secret. I have a few. It's not so much that they're secrets, they're just things that I don't just openly tell people, and especially in a public forum like YouTube. All right, let's see. How many reborn babies is the perfect amount for you? Well, for a while there, it was as many as I could get. And then I realized that I really do have a preference for the type of doll. I've really started leaning more towards open-eyed babies. The closed-eyed babies that I have, I'm very specific about the ones that I do have. I don't have very many anymore. And so I've scaled back a lot and want to focus more on what I have. And I think I'm down to about 40. That includes the 3 customs that are coming. Hi, Pixie. No, get down off the bed. Come on, get down. Get down, please. Come on, get down. I lost my train of thought. I just got a new duvet cover, and I'm not letting Pixie up there during the day, only when we go to sleep at night. So, so about 40 reborns is what I have now, and I was over 50, so I think I've sold like 15 of them, and I may have a couple of more that I'm going to sell, but when I look around, I think, oh no, I can't sell anymore. So I think I'm good, and I think that when I see babies like on Reborns.com, if I happen to look on there, I'm happy because I don't really see babies like, oh, I gotta have this baby like I did in the past, because I have babies that I truly, truly love, and I'm satisfied with the ones I have, and I'm not someone that generally orders customs, but there were 3 babies that one I was having a very hard time finding, and then one was one that I had gotten a few of them, and I know I love the kit, but I just wasn't getting it done the way that I wanted, and so I ordered a custom of that one, and then finally I did order a custom from an artist that I've already worked with, and this is a kit that I feel like it really needs special attention. So I wanted it done by the artist that I had worked with before. So I think I'm in a really good place right now with what I have. We got good news, well, kind of bad news, good news. We thought that New Zealand was going to be opening the borders in April or May, but they've extended it out to July. But it looks like I'll be able to start traveling to New Zealand and Australia in July. I know Australia's already opened up their borders, or at least that's what I heard. And then New Zealand will be doing that to anyone who's vaccinated from any country in July, which is good because my second grandson, William, he will be 4 on July 12th, and then Catalina will be 3 on August 1st, and then Sweet May Leah will be 1 on August 12th. So I will be traveling. I'll probably be gone from July until October. And I will be taking a baby with me. In fact, I would love suggestions on what baby I should take. Right now, I would love to take Charlie. I would love to take Jasenia, but I would never. Jasenia is irreplaceable. There's just no way I could ever get another Jasenia. There's no way I could get another Charlie. But I would rather take one of my dolls that has painted hair. It will just be safer and, just less likely for there to be damage. I think all of my dolls have special personalities, and I really do feel like they couldn't be replaced. But right now it's between Ace and Benny. I've even considered taking Ava, because she looks like my granddaughter Catalina when she was a baby. So I'm probably not gonna take one of the small babies, the sleepers. I may take my preemie Rosie. I'm not sure. Her name is Kalima. So yeah, I would love some suggestions. I could take Gertie, because she doesn't have rooted hair, and the fact that she's a cuddle body, she would fit nicely when I'd have to pack her away, and she has such a precious face that she would just be a big hit. And I want somebody fun to do videos while I'm in New Zealand and Australia. So yeah, I would love to get some input. I also have Lainey and I have Annie. They don't have rooted hair. I have, gosh, I think everyone else has rooted hair. Wow. Yeah, so Benny, Ace, Lainey, Annie, Gertie. I have Asher. Yeah, I think that's it. So let me know. I mean, I do have a couple of rooted haired babies that I would consider taking. I would consider taking Cyan. I would consider taking Eli, my Vivian sculpt, and he's a cutie, because they have hair that I know is good and wouldn't, not that my other dolls don't have good hair, but theirs isn't. They just have great hair that's not delicate. It doesn't get tangled. It doesn't seem to, their hair is just awesome. So I could take one of them. So you guys will have to let me know. This little guy is taking his bottle, but he's taking it very slowly. I might not be at the right angle for him. But I appreciate you guys all coming on and hearing me do this tag that was started by my Reborn Nursery, and I'll make sure I link her channel down below. I think that's Tammy. I apologize if I've gotten the wrong name, but I will link her channel below. And I really appreciate y'all coming on and watching me feed this little guy. He's been pretty boring. He's just laying here. He didn't even take very much of his bottle. You want to see everybody? Everybody wants to see you. Let's lift him up so that he can. So that water can go down inside your belly and come on out in your diaper, sweet boy. You're just so tired, huh? You're just so tired. Mama's got you. Mama's got you. Come here, baby boy. Come here. Aw, you're so sweet. Yes, you are. You're so sweet. Mama loves you so much. You didn't even eat very much at all. Let's see, is your diaper wet? Oh, your diaper is wet. Oh, how funny. It feels all gushy. Oh, you're a good boy. You didn't even dribble. You're not even wet. Good job. You're a good boy. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much. And as always, we are sending you wishes of love and light. Take care, friends. Bye.